gonna be doing some translating, so watch closely. I'm gonna go 2 down and 3 to the left.
Now I'm going to show you an example of a translation. A translation is a slide. So the shape stays the same. It's the same size. It just will move over and up or down. So we're going to do number 4 for our example. This shape moves 5 units right and 2 units up. So I'm going to take every point individually, move them 5 units right and 2 units up. So here's my E, 5 units right and 2 units up, E prime. I take my I, go 5 units right and 2 units up, my I prime. My X prime goes, my X goes 5 units right and 2 units up. And there's my X prime. And if I was going to write a rule for this, I would go XY changes into 5 units right is on the X axis and we're going to the positive direction. So I would go X plus 5. 2 units up is on the Y axis and it's going in the positive direction, so I go Y plus 2.
Hey guys, Mr. Anderson here.
And Mrs. Neveker.
And we've set up a reflection simulation for you guys. So we have our mirror line on this table right here. And I've got this chair, and then I've got this chair right here, which are about the same distance away.
Wait. So this chair is reflecting through this mirror to this chair?
Yes.
Okay, wait. Remember, when you look in a mirror, you don't see the back of your head. So this chair should not be looking at the back of this chair. So they should be looking at the fronts.
Yeah. Well, if you flip it around like that, though, then they need to be, you know, again, about the same distance apart there.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna do an example of a reflection. This one happens to be across y equals x. So remember we started our beginning spot, which is the extra number here. So we need to graph our line first. So we're gonna start at 0 and we put a dot. Our slope is right in front of our x and it's a 1/1. So we're gonna go up 1 into the right 1 and then down 1 into the left 1 because it's a positive increasing slope. I connect my line and then I have my reflection or my mirror line. So the next thing I need to do is I need to graph my ordered pairs. So y is at 2, 0. So 2, 0, that would be y. Make sure you're labeling. J is at 3, 3. So 3, 3, this is J. M is at 5, 0. So here's my M. And then V is at 2, negative 1, 2, 3. Oh man. Okay, I always do this where I put the letters inside of my shape. Okay, oh well. Now, the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna reflect it. So we've already drawn our mirror line, so our image has to go on the opposite side of that. So an easy way to do this is to count towards the mirror line on our grid lines and then through the mirror line on the other side that many spaces. So J is on the mirror line, so I keep it there. This is J prime. M is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away, so then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away. This is M prime. What letter was this? Y is 1, 2 away from our mirror, so 1, 2 away on the other side. This is Y prime. Make sure you put that cute little prime there. And then V is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is now V prime. You connect all 3 of your little dots, or 4, sorry, and then you've reflected across y equals x. Hey guys,
It's Miss Gearhart,
and Miss Neveker.
and we're going to be doing some rotations today. So
Right.
take a look.
So today we have drawn a little x and y axis on our ground. And then we're going to be rotating our spray bottle in different locations. So I'm gonna start with rotating our spray bottle. We're gonna go 90 degrees clockwise, so that's 1 box to the right, which would be here. And then after we rotate 90 degrees clockwise, we're actually gonna go 1 more box, so that means 180 degrees clockwise as well. So there we go.
Okay, so Miss Neveker, I'm seeing a mistake. You did say 1 box for 90 degrees, which is true, but your shape looks like it stayed the same. So when you do rotate 90 degrees, you go 1 box, but your shape should rotate clockwise.
Oh, right, and then when I want to go the 180, I need to keep going 1 more box with my rotation. So now we have a 180 degree rotation from our original.
Yes, and you still rotated the shape, so perfect. Teamwork.
Yes.
Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to do a counterclockwise rotation when we're going 90 degrees. So here's an example right here. Problem number 3 tells us we're rotating 90 degrees counterclockwise about the origin. And I know that the rule for 90 degrees counterclockwise is xy changes into negative y comma x. So that means my points are going to switch places, and then the original y is going to become negative. So I'm going to write my original points down here. Point N is on -5, -4. Point X is on -3, -2. And point H is on -4, 1. So now I'm going to find my rotated shapes by having them switch places, and the original y is going to become negative, or it's going to change signs. So that means my n would change into -4 would go first, and then -5, but my y has to change signs. So the -4 changes to +4, and the -5 stays the same. So n prime is 4, -5. X prime, they're going to switch places, so the -2 goes first, but it changes signs, so +2, -3. And H prime, they switch places.
Bentley Johnston, please come to the attendance office.
And the original y changes signs, so it will be -1, -4. Now, I know my new coordinates for my rotated shape, so I'm going to put those on the graph and label them. H prime goes to -1, -4. There's H prime. N prime goes to 4, -5. X prime goes to 2, -3. And there's my rotated shape that you can see has gone 90 degrees counterclockwise.
Hi, I'm Miss Johnson. And I'm Mrs. Alston. And we're going to teach you about dilations.
So we're gonna dilate, oh hey, Miss Nebaker. We're gonna dilate Miss Johnson by 2. So watch what happens.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Yay! Okay, this time we're gonna do a dilation of 1.5. So the first thing I need to do is draw my original shape. So my S is at -1, 1. There's S. V is at 0, 1. And then E is at 3, 1, 2, 3, -1, 2, 3. Okay, so there's E. All right, so you've got this little triangle. So there's my original picture. Maybe I shouldn't have used Sharpie. Anyways, now we're gonna dilate 1.5, which means we're gonna multiply all of our numbers in our ordered pairs by 1.5. Okay, let me slide this over. Perfect. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do -1 times 1.5, and we get -1.5. So I'm going to write that down. So S prime is 1.5, and then I'm going to do 0 times 1.5, which will give me 0. And then I have V prime. So 0 times 1.5 again is 0, and then 1 times, oh, this should be negative. 1 times 1.5 is 1.5, and then E prime. Again, we're going to use our calculator, and the reason that I showed you this one is just so that you knew how to do it. So we're going to do 3 times 1.5, and that gives me 4.5. Okay, so E prime is going to be 4.5 comma -4.5. All right, now I'm going to graph my next little triangle using these ordered pairs on my grid. So S is at 1.50, so there's S prime right there into S, man. Then we need to do V prime. So V prime is at 0 and then 1.5. So right here, this is now V prime. And then E prime is at 1, 2, 3, 4.5. And then down 1, 2, 3, 4.5. So right in the middle of this box is E prime. Okay, now I'm going to connect my dots. And then I have drawn my dilation of my original shape.
Hi guys, well, my husband packed me a soda in my lunch today, and I don't really like root beer. He doesn't know that, but just to make it look like I drank it so that he doesn't feel bad, I'm gonna pass it to Mr. Anderson and he's gonna drink it instead. So here we have a translation of the soda across the y-axis.
All right, now I'm going to dilate the can. All dilated.
Okay, for this video, we are going to do combination. So we have two movements on one shape. So the first thing we need to do is draw our original picture. So A is at -8, 2. So we're gonna go -8, 1, 2. So this is A. Please make sure that you label. B is at -6, 5. So -6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's B. C is at -7, right here. -1, 2, 3. There we go. There is C for us. Okay, so now we have our original triangle, and I'm going to highlight that so that you can see it a little better, but just to make it stand out a tiny bit more. Okay, so that's our original. So we're going to move that guy, and we're going to read what it says. So we have this original triangle, and we're going to first reflect it across y = 2. So y = 2, that's a horizontal line at 2 for my y. So here's my mirror line. And we're going to reflect. So the C will go up and the A and the B will go down, but the A is on the line, so it's gonna stay there. So I might as well just write A prime right next to it as well. Okay, then B, we count to our mirror line, 1, 2, 3, and then through the other side, 1, 2, 3. Now this is B prime. And again, make sure you label. C, we're gonna stay on the same line. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away. So then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away on the other side. This is C prime, and it's tricky to see. C prime. Okay. Anyways, now we are going to connect our dots, and we have reflected across y = 2. The last thing we're going to do is we're going to move our shape right 6 and down 3. So I want to move all my dots right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down 1, 2, 3. So this is B double prime. Okay, A goes right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then down 1, 2, 3. This is A double prime. And then B goes right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then down 1, 2, 3. This is now B double prime. Oh, I'm sorry. What happened to my letters? Oh, this top letter is C. My bad. Okay, there we go. And then we are going to connect our cute little triangle. And this is our final answer. And we have transformed our shape, doing a reflection and a translation or a slide.